My name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife, Jen. Thank you so much for joining us again for episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again. And unfortunately, the thumbnail has revealed a big spoiler. We can very clearly see John Bernthal. Wish that they would not have done that, but maybe they thought it would entice people to watch the episode. A lot of y'all had some opinions on some of my opinions in the last episode, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry if I rubbed some of y'all the wrong way. All that being said, I'm really enjoying the show. I think Charlie Cox is bringing it. There's not a whole lot to complain about. Most of the things I had pointed out, even in the last video, that a lot of y'all picked up on were a lot of nitpicky things. So I want to keep them in the realm of nitpicky things. These are just things that like, I wish that they kind of would have done that. But given that they're going the route that they are, I'm happy with it. You know, I did think some of the court stuff was not the best, and a lot of y'all were sending like paragraphs and paragraphs of why it was the most amazing court scene ever. I still kind of disagree with all that, but I am enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to Punisher coming back. I figured he would come back in this, but now like, oh, okay, he's very clearly coming back. We might have an extended version of this intro on Patreon because we actually shot an intro already that was about 25 minutes long of us talking about Punisher and Daredevil.
Let's just call it what it is. I am biased towards Punisher and Holden is biased towards Matt Murdock.
Yeah. You probably think a little bit more along the lines of Punisher. I probably think a little bit more along the lines that Matt Murdock does, but we don't condone going out and just mass murdering people we think are wrong, right?
I don't condone it, but as I mentioned in our very, very long original intro, I, as a human, can understand why somebody like Punisher would do the things that he does. I just enjoy Punisher as a whole. I love, maybe it's the military background that I have. I'm gonna get something done, no excuses, can't convince me otherwise. And I'm so excited that he is in this episode. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna ramp up, I can already tell. So I would love if he was in, honestly, the rest of the season.
Yeah, maybe he will be.
But I'm just so excited to see his face. I so badly want to see Punisher, hoping that there's no spoilers. It doesn't seem like there would be.
For the Punisher show?
Right.
I wouldn't even know. I haven't.
You haven't seen it at all?
No, I haven't seen the Punisher show. So it would be a first time for both of us. I mentioned in the other intro that we've just finished filming the final episode of season 2 of Arcane. So that's there. It's like all the tiers have access to it. So it's like $5 to watch the first 2 seasons of us reacting to it. They're like extended reactions too, because I'm not as restricted on Patreon as I am with YouTube. So we just finished that up. So we're gonna be doing another like poll for the next TV shows. And also if you don't want to become like a patron member and have that like monthly, you could just like buy access to Arcane if you want. So you don't have to do that. One thing I did say is that I think that Punisher and Matt Murdock are like, while they're kind of extreme ends, they really are complementary to each other and like in need of each other. I think that Matt really grounds Punisher and like, hey, you can't just go kill everyone. Like you need to have a little bit more of like thought of the person behind who you're killing. And they talked about this in season 2 of the original Daredevil. And I think Punisher is good for Matt, where he's like, you're really naive if you think that everybody who goes through the justice system is getting justice.
What are you gonna do when you get to that point where that fails?
Yeah, right. So I think that they're both really valid, but you know, and I think that they kind of ground each other. And I think that they explored that in season 2 of Daredevil. And I don't know about the Punisher show, maybe that it goes even further. As a character, I really, really like Punisher. I think the whole 1 penny, 2 penny, bushel in a peck. I love all like the history of him losing his family, and that's kind of what motivates him to take this scum out. Totally understand it. I just get a little worried like when it comes, because the show's so real, people like really identify with Punisher and like really are like, I get it. You know, anybody that's evil, like I could kill him too, you know?
Honestly, I feel like anybody has the potential to become a Punisher. What steps are you gonna take? Are you going to take revenge or vengeance? Or are you going to have faith in the justice system? And, you know, I'm a believer in the justice system, but as a human, as a mother, I can understand where our guy comes from. I can understand that urge to want to correct something that you know is wrong.
And as we saw in the final moments of episode 3, White Tiger was killed by somebody with that Punisher tattoo. So I'm thinking that that's gonna play in. So I'm thinking that the police are like a fringe group that have sort of taken on the persona or the identity of like maybe the Punishers or something unrelated to Frank Castle. And I think that there's like a good point of like, especially with execution style vigilantism, like Punisher, where he's killing people that we think are evil, but maybe this group are killing people that they think are evil. And it's like, well, I'm actually more morally correct than you are, so you're bad. But actually, we think we're morally.
Round and round we
yeah,
go.
so that's also like a huge problem, especially with that type of vigilantism. But then Matt's going out and he's, you know, not killing people, but he's taking it upon himself to ruffle feathers and pursue leads.
Matt's a killer now. B, Matt has come dangerously close many times. So I think that adds up too. You know, you can't just say, well, just killing is wrong. Matt has also committed, you know, crimes. He hunts people down, causes them great bodily harm.
For sure.
That definitely adds up. So I think that there's something to be said about them really being kind of on the same playing field, just varying degrees. So you could turn into a Frank Castle if somebody took your baby boy.
I know. I know I have that in me. That's also why I can understand like the caution and identifying too closely with him. I want to be more like Matt Murdock.
So ironic, because I think that at heart, knowing myself, although I would be devastated, crushed, broken, I think that I would be a Matt Murdock. I have faith in the system. I want to see this person get their just punishment. You know, I wouldn't see myself going out and shooting them. Obviously, I would have all the emotions like this is, you know, I hate this person and I don't hate anybody. Once you go down that road, I think that the danger is continuing on.
I don't think it would fix anything. Like I maybe like momentarily feel better. It wouldn't bring my son back, and you know, and I know all that. But I'm just telling you, like that would be like a weak spot. I would need some major help. You know, I would need some major support. So hopefully that never happens. I will kill you. Anyway, let's kind of get into it. Gosh. You know what?
I love seeing that symbol though, man.
Maybe they will make that Frank Castle and have your position be even harder. He's like, I just put down a cop killer.
That would be hard. Because I really liked him. The short amount of time that we saw White Tiger, I really liked him.
Yeah, I actually kind of wanted to see more of him. He seemed like a pretty great dude, you know what I mean?
9mm to the temple, execution style projectile.
Not recovered. High velocity jacketed, maybe even custom.
Single kill shot at extreme close range.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
Well, Punisher would be doing what he thought was right.
Yeah.
And that's,
oh boy.
A cop killer went free, and he corrected that.
My uncle, Hector Ayala.
You're not supposed to be here.
Crap, this is a problem for me.
That's the problem with the whole thing.
It is, but
A lot of good that.
for me.
It's best you remember Hector the way he was. Come on, let's go.
I also just have a lot of sympathy for what Frank Castle has been through.
Me too.
In general.
That's not a justification. But yeah,
I'm
me too.
just
Me too.
saying,
I do too. I
dang.
like him as a character too. I like it.
No one's doing anything about it. He was just Hector, and they're the fucking cops.
Aw.
That's rough.
It's not.
I know. It's okay. You have to believe someone will find his killer, okay? We have to believe it.
Oh gosh, I really hope that's not true, but
It may not be. I feel like it would make people not like, you know, not agree with him morally, and that's a big problem. Because then they could see through the, like, oh my gosh, what is he actually doing? Full mask.
I think that's what makes like topic of a vigilante so difficult to navigate, because for me, like some situations make emotional sense to me and some of them don't. But logically, that doesn't make sense. You can't have, well, some situations are okay, some are not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the court's supposed to not consider emotion. It's supposed to go just for evidence and reason.
Exactly.
Which is why I wouldn't be like. There are certain cases
Which
where
makes sense. Why, like, you know, me saying like some situations make sense, some don't. That in itself really defeats the whole
and me being
idea of justice.
I think there would be some cases where like I think I could be pretty impartial on this, and some where I'm like, I don't know, I probably am biased on this. Maybe I wouldn't be a good jury member, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know right off the bat there would be certain situations that I would not be able to be clear-headed.
Like child killers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if I can be impartial. I got kids.
Can't do it.
David Feige, I wonder if that's related to Kevin. Got him that job, nice.
I think I gotta take off.
But come on! Any normal job, we would take a few more shots, hit up that spot on 23rd, sleep on the train, take a shower, go to work, and do it all over again.
Well, good luck with that lifestyle.
Say, this afternoon we're supposed to meet with the Clean Green Haulers.
I feel like Fisk's gonna kill this dude. It's gonna be like a penguin situation.
No recycling, that could be cool.
It's awesome. We're gonna start with the ports. Dual jurisdiction. It's genius.
White Tiger.
Oh.
Let's get Captain Planet here ASAP.
You ever watch Captain Planet? We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. Saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way.
All right.
You want butter toffee or caramel with peanuts? butter toffee. Mother boxes was evidence. I paid for this shit.
Hey, seriously.
Jeez.
I heard Hector's niece came to the morgue. Did she...
No, God, no. No kid should see that.
You're gonna like this one. It's Leroy Bradford. We owe them a freebie this month.
You had me at freebie.
I thought we might spend some time on something we need to get out into the open.
Adam.
I'd rather not.
I understand. For a moment, we can acknowledge the affair.
Ridiculous. A dinner party. Betrayal.
Didn't know when or if you were ever coming back.
You know I wouldn't stay away.
You left.
Tell me about Adam.
You're asking for details?
No.
It was his hands.
Oh, God.
His hands.
Vanessa, please.
Vanessa.
Beautiful sketches, I mean, just...
He drew you like Jack on the Titanic.
That's what I was thinking.
He wasn't part of my husband's world.
What world is that?
Business.
I see.
Could have been an emotional affair.
I'm pretty sure this was both emotional and physical.
His behavior ate me.
Oh, it was very physical.
I needed to feel alive.
Did you end the affair?
I never had the opportunity.
Why not? Did something happen? Did you confront this man?
Yes.
Fell down some stairs.
We had a dialogue.
Would you like to be more specific?
No.
Your methods are much more direct.
No, they were, not now. It was a conversation. There was no expression of ill intent. I am the ill intent. I did tell him how I felt about you. That I couldn't fathom a life of meaning without her.
And where is Adam now?
6 feet
6
under.
feet under.
Are we here to dissolve a marriage or preserve one? Really think about it before I see you again. Forgiveness isn't just the highest act of love. It is the only way forward.
I like her ceilings.
I'd love to speak to Vanessa alone for a moment, please. Just the two of us.
Is something wrong, Dr. Glenn?
Based on the nature of our discussion today, I feel obligated to ask. Do you feel safe in your marriage?
Oh, how sweet of you. My husband is capable of many, many things. Harming me is not one of them.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's a really interesting dynamic that he is, especially because she violated that.
He might be a nice
trust and.
I think he really loves her. You know?
Yeah.
I wish I could be a vigilante. I'd be out there too.
I get the friggin' blind dudes.
Well, good luck in prison.
Lucky me. As I understand it, you've been charged with petty larceny of 5 boxes of fiddle-faddle from a bodega.
Well, I didn't do it.
It's a surveillance system involving many cameras. In addition, the cashier is willing to testify she was an eyewitness to the whole thing and we're in possession of multiple boxes of fiddle-faddle caramel corn.
I paid for that shit last week.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really work like that.
Then they all lying on me then. You hear me? And how come they don't arrest themselves for stealing?
The complexity of that aside, we're here because they arrested you.
Could it have been a scroll?
Nope. And the bigger problem we have...
A scroll? Like a shapeshifter? Captain Marvel.
Going to jail.
They could like shapeshift and look like people.
So what are you trying to tell me to do? You a cop-out lawyer?
If you take a plea.
No. You better go out there and give me my probation.
Probation is not going to be on the table.
Then I ain't taking it. Is 30 the same as probation?
Nope. On 30, you do 20.
Then I ain't taking it. You hear me? Blind man.
Loud and clear.
Then go out there and do your job and get me some probation.
Let's see what I can do.
See?
What you got, Murdoch?
Morning, Sophia. I'm sure you look lovely today. 8385 is looking for probation.
And I'm looking for Mr. Right. You're not him by any chance, are you, Murdoch?
Maybe.
The whole point of deterrence
Totally
is that
discredited penal philosophy, by the way, but okay.
is that
Theory that people are actually thinking about the consequences of their actions, which I can assure you, having spent a full 5 minutes with Mr. Bradford, he was not. Really want to prove a point with some stolen caramel corn on Latvian Heritage Day?
How do you know I was Latvian?
Pretty sure you snuck a piece of honey cake for breakfast. Heightened senses and all.
I can imagine wanting to know a little bit more about that.
Whoa, now.
Well,
Matt Murdock.
I told you, I think in the last one, he was kind of he liked the ladies in the comics.
Yeah, I saw somebody comment that he's like even more of a womanizer in the comics, that like he cheated on his wife.
It only took him 2 months.
Maybe. It depends on the comic run. But my man likes the warmth of a woman. I mean, heightened senses and all.
Worth pointing out that the name of the crime we're dealing with here is petty larceny, from the French petit, meaning...
All right. Can have 10 days.
Thank you. See, I knew you believed in redemption.
No, I don't.
He wants some Matt Murdock for sure.
No. If he wasn't with the girlfriend, he'd probably be up and all over that Latvian. Music change. yeah, right.
Dang.
It's like, oh, just this bad guy.
Thought I recognized that voice.
Blind guy who beat me up. Hang on.
Doing the Lord's work today? Yeah. My Ella made you look bad, didn't he? Actually, he flat out embarrassed you. Is that why you did it?
So have a nice day.
He had a family.
What was that? What am I looking at there?
Can't see this badge, counselor, because you're blind, but my grandfather wore this badge. Cousins wear this badge.
So they'd all be ashamed of him, too.
I don't know nothing about nothing to do with what happened to Hector here.
Oh, this is not good.
An attorney who assaults a police officer? Not to mention some of my more excitable colleagues on the force.
You'd have to bring a few more than the last time we met, wouldn't you?
The greatest city on earth. Lost something along the way. Industry. If I say Red Hook, what words come to mind?
Raves?
Peter Pan.
Sport is a black eye on the face of the city. I think we can do better. A complete structural overhaul.
That's not an option.
A total transformation. I want you to organize a press conference.
You can't just decide something and then speak it into existence.
And why is that, Sheila?
There are processes.
Oh, God, processes.
I know you're used to a different approach.
What's your opinion, Daniel?
Opinions are above his pay grade. We need to start smaller.
That could be our next campaign slogan.
You're giving me problems. I want solutions. Where do we start?
Surveys, building permits, zoning.
Oh, God.
Can't do that without the council's approval.
Get the council.
No, ask the public advocate to put it on the docket.
Let's take that step.
We do have a full day in front of us.
Full day.
This is exactly how our government runs, too.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a pothole filled in my street.
The other bosses will continue to create havoc until one of them ascends or they all die.
I'm just waiting for Frank to show up.
Yeah.
Probation.
Nope. I got you 10 days.
How is that great news?
Anything below 30 is a gift. 10 is a miracle.
Look, I said probation and I meant you just want to shove my ass into jail and I'm supposed to thank you. Look, I've been jerked around by the system my whole life.
I guess I missed it. Did he actually say he didn't do it?
He said he didn't do it, but
Okay.
Matt's like, there's overwhelming evidence that he did.
They cut my benefits. It takes forever to get that shit back regular. Start eating throwaway crap from supermarket dumpsters. And yeah, just once. Something that don't taste like crap. Something that tastes real good. I like that shit and it tastes good. Willing to spend 5 times more to lock me up than they're willing to spend to feed me. I said thank you.
You're right.
It don't matter anyway.
This is gotta be uncomfortable for him. Oh, your audience, kids.
You did this. It was a mistake. I went out.
I don't want to hear it. I will handle it. You understand? You just keep your mouth shut.
Got good voices.
Now for our next one.
No. That's
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just not up his alley.
The city never sleeps.
And the next one.
Everything ready for the Clean Green Haulers meeting.
We've had to pull that off the calendar. There's a small wrinkle. Leaks happen.
Not in my administration, it doesn't. I want an all-hands meeting, now! What do I care about Latvian heritage?
Because it is an important constituency. Respectfully, Mr. Mayor, this is the job.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wilson Fisk.
Yeah, see? He's just... No, not a very musical man.
Not exactly something I'd put on the car radio.
Mayor Garbage, is that it? You are all here to help me execute my promises. I will find out.
It was me, sir.
Oh.
I completely made a mistake. This entire thing is my fault.
Everybody out! Out! You stay.
Sir, whatever he did, it's on me.
Okay, fine.
I like Sheila.
Go down with the ship.
You do?
I do.
I went out to a club till 4:30, maybe even 5, and
I do not like him.
total honesty, there was some ketamine.
Probably stop.
I was drunk. And
You should probably stop.
I'm not even asking for forgiveness. I don't deserve this job. So you're right to fire me or punish me or do whatever you're going to do. I'm eternally loyal. I'll spend the rest of my life forgetting how badly I screwed it up. I'll do whatever I can from afar to support you and your mayorship.
I'm not gonna fire you.
I'll pack my things right away.
I said I'm not gonna fire you. I know how unreliable people can be. I've learned that loyalty and courage, 2 qualities that
Can't buy those things.
Not easily replicated.
Sir, I don't deserve to.
I don't know, reliability is a pretty strong one too.
Loyalty's tough.
You know, though, it seems like he wouldn't ever make that mistake again.
If you ever do anything like that again, it will be the last thing that you ever do.
It'll never happen again.
Every week it seems like he's involved in a new scandal. I mean, look what just happened with the garbage.
All right, Frank, where you at?
Projectile.
Not recovered.
I figured he would just picked up the casing. I guess it rolled down there.
It makes me wonder, like, how hard did they actually
look? Yeah.
Hello. I know you're in.
Oh, it's so good to see him.
What are you doing here? How you been? Good?
Peachy. What do you want?
Client of mine was shot, Frank. Guess whose logo I found?
Bullshit fanboys, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Doing me.
Yeah. Nice place you got here.
Appreciate that.
Although here's a thought. You know, you could use all this. It could be a service.
Be a service, huh? Are you a service, Red? Did you serve? Prance around the city in a Halloween costume?
We're sorry getting into it.
You could help people. You could save lives.
I see, I did that. Look at what it got me.
I didn't realize you were a victim in all this.
I used that pussy-ass word my entire life. You don't put it in my mouth. You understand that?
And that's why I love him.
I know.
Your next kill? You goddamn right! I do not have time for your...
Sorry to waste your time.
Tell you what I think, Red.
Tell me. Tell me what you think.
I don't think you came here for my help. I think you want my permission. You're scared about what that means.
Way off on that one.
You're so full of shit, counselors. You're guilty.
Excuse me?
And I can see it on you. I can smell it on you. It's all over you. That horse shit about saving lives. How about that friend of yours who saved his life?
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
It's not about him.
Just say his name.
It's not about him.
For Christ's sake, say his name, you coward! Say his name! He's eating you up because you ain't done a goddamn thing about it.
Oh, God damn it. God damn you. I apologize.
Matt.
First honest thing you did, Red.
It's not about him.
No, it's all about him. Here's what.
Oh my God!
Thank you. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I wanted some focus on it. That's all.
My little boy.
They're having like a kumbaya moment.
See, every time I stop moving, I hear my little boy.
Just get him, Daddy. That's why I do what I do. That's why he's eating at you, because you know you didn't do a goddamn thing. There's no getting away with it. You understand?
I ran him down. I let the system take care of the rest.
Oh, you and your guy.
Oh,
damn system. Bullseye goes to the chow hall. You know he gets to breathe the same air that you breathe. Feel good about that? He got life! How about old Foggy? He got life.
Foggy. Kindest, purest soul I ever met. And guys like you and me, we could work a lifetime and never measure up to his decency. Goodbye, Frank.
Have a shower or something. My man's been through it.
Yeah, yes.
She asked if he felt safe with me. It's what a prudent psychiatrist would ask.
I told her I did. Should I?
Yeah.
I learned by watching my father how to know when someone intends to cheat you, move men's minds, or break their bodies. But forgiveness, that wasn't a part of who he was.
People change. I'm not the same woman I was when you left.
You are something even more extraordinary.
Just got pulled into another meeting.
You don't have to be sorry. And I'm not sleeping over, I don't worry about you. But, what if he fell into the subway tracks? Maybe somebody kidnapped him.
One of those days, I guess. Client who's proven innocent still ends up dead. Another client serving time at Rikers for stealing a bag of caramel corn. Ever feel like you're pushing a rock up a hill? And there's a bunch of people on the other side pushing it back.
Good analogy.
Oh, you know.
And he doesn't know that she's seen them.
I don't think so. Yeah, none of what you can tell me about.
Tell you pretty much anything you want to know. I just have to kill you.
I got pretty used to coming home to an empty apartment. I can't imagine you not being here.
Aw.
I like her, I do, but I like
you.
Elektra better.
Gonna give her the old walking stick. Nothing on that? No reaction? Okay.
Oh no, I rolled my eyes.
Oh boy. Nice callback for season 3. Ooh, now we're cooking. What's that? What do we got there? Is that sausage?
Pasta, sausage.
It's a nice plate too.
Pretty large plate.
Large man.
Yes.
It's like they're gonna love this on TikTok.
Mayor Fisk.
The guy who leaked.
Forgiveness, the highest form of love. Would you agree with that, Adam?
Oh my god!
I love it.
But he didn't kill him.
Yeah, well, he is torturing him, which is probably more satisfying to him anyway. You're gonna pay, Marco.
Maybe he's just becoming more like Daredevil, where he's just getting very close to killing him, but not quite. Oh.
All right, just finished episode 4. I think the best episode we've seen so far. This is all I was asking for. I just wanted some focus on it. I wanted some internal struggle verbalized, expressed externally. I feel like we finally got a little bit of that. And I think it's probably appropriate that it was like through Punisher, because Punisher's like kind of like, oh yeah, you feel it deep inside, I can smell it on you, you know? 'Cause he's good about that kind of thing. You know, this is also the problem, and we've talked about this in the past, of watching a series like this on a weekly basis. Because like nitpicks in my case, I guess, things that are answered later on, but I can't get there. So I'm narrating on an incomplete story. But I loved this one. I thought this was so good. I think everyone brought their A game. Love seeing Frank Castle come back. Been through some stuff, probably the first 2 seasons of Punisher might answer. I thought this one was real solid. What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I think it's hands down best episode. Probably one of my favorite just overall Daredevil series in general. Netflix, Disney, whatever. I love Frank Castle. I don't know what it is, but the way he talks, the way he commands those scenes. Matt was also very good with his dialogue with him, but there's just something about Punisher.
It's the way he acts to John Bernthal. Like in Walking Dead and this, he's like, so what's up, Red?
I was thinking, like, I think I would actually die if I met him, because he just.
Well, you could have at Fan Expo. I got to meet him.
I would die. I would die. I just absolutely love him. But Frank Castle as a character, I think I have so much like respect for him. Positive or negative, he stays true to who he is. And to be fair, who he is just this like ball of pain and emotion and vengeance, all wrapped into one. And so seeing him and then Matt and that emotion come out from Matt, which we have not seen really a lot of.
In regards to Foggy, especially.
Yes, with regards to Foggy, and Punisher being the perfect person to bring that out.
I think nobody relates to that situation probably as good as Punisher.
I think a lot of the stuff that Punisher says to Matt really has to force himself not to listen to and believe. Because I think, because they have so much in common, there's times where Matt just wants to agree with it, you know? Kind of like us talking about just being a human and understanding those emotions. And the way that Punisher just continues to go at him, like, this is what you're thinking, this is what you're feeling. I know that you're thinking and feeling those things because I've been there.
It's also like the writing of it too. You got guilt over your head. I can see it from a mile away.
I can
smell it on you. It's oozing all over your red.
Honestly, I don't know. It was like a 5-minute scene, but it was fantastic. I love it. I'm bummed because I think that's all I'm going to get of Punisher for this season. I think.
I don't think so.
I'm so relieved to find out that it was not my guy Frank that killed, I was gonna say White Claw,
White Claw.
that
yeah,
killed,
frat boy drinks. Yeah.
that killed our
White Tiger.
White Tiger, yes.
White Tiger.
I was so relieved to find out that Punisher did not kill White Tiger because I would have struggled with that. I really would have if I found out my guy, my favorite guy, killed innocent vigilante.
Yeah. Oh, he was. He didn't kill him.
That would have been such a struggle. So I was really hoping that they weren't going to go there, and it seems like they cleared it up that he did not do it.
Right.
So I'm happy about
I actually think that it would be interesting as a story perspective because it makes sense. It would fall in line with Punisher. Like a cop killer went free. You know, he corrected that to his perspective, to the people's perspective.
Well, I mean, I think that there was a lot of people that believed that White Tiger did not do it.
Right. No, and he didn't.
So, I mean, Punisher could be one of those people.
I know. I'm just saying it would highlight the problem of like the vigilantism. He could have been like, I believe that he killed that cop, and I'm gonna fix that.
Who knows?
But they would never.
But I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a fantastic episode. Also, the big reveal about Adam.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Part of me was like,
so good.
Part of me was like, oh my God, he's been holding him hostage, and then the other half of me was like, I'm kind of proud. Like, he didn't kill him. He didn't kill him.
I don't know if it's much like he's literally tortured. I think that that's probably more satisfying than just killing him. He can torture him.
Right, but for Fisk, he just kills people without a second thought.
Yeah.
That, for me, I'm like, is that improvement?
I like where like torture is a step above.
I know. I'm like, you're doing better. Like, I was honestly impressed, and then the moment that I realized I was impressed with him for not killing him, it just goes to show what type of character Fisk is.
I'm just pointing out that the bar philosophically and morally for our culture is real low. Really low. That's all.
But okay, come on. The type of character that Fisk is, and he slept with his wife. Come on, that is gross for Fisk.
I could see it being a step back. Like normally Fisk would just kill him, but now he's kind of savoring the pain.
But I'm also wondering, like, what's he gonna do?
I know.
What, is he just going to like?
I think it's
he's
hilarious.
not gonna release him.
I think that's a hilarious situation. Yeah, he can't just let him go. He's gonna, he's just.
So he might still kill him.
I hope it was worth it, Adam.
And he's eating this like gigantic plate of pasta.
Well, Adam's probably starving to death.
So yeah, all in all, loved the episode. I think it was nice to have a little therapy session. That's what I was hoping for between our two guys. I'm dying to watch Punisher now because once I get a little taste of Frank Castle, I need to watch him some more. To see that level of intensity and pain continue on with Frank Castle just tells you like this man is just knee deep in despair and pain and vengeance, and that's our Punisher.
Yep.
And I just love seeing him.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best episode by far. And I anticipate that we'll probably see more of him because the vigilantes, the cop vigilantes, have taken on his emblem. So he might find that more problematic down the line. Maybe not, they might just be appropriating it, but I could see that being a problem for him. But let us know what you guys think of this episode down in the comments below. We'll check those out. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe so you can be notified when we post episode 5 next week. Don't forget to check out Patreon. You can watch all of Arcane probably by the time this comes out, where I'm working on the final episode of season 2 right now, so it might be tomorrow or the day after. But definitely check that out. And for now, that's it. We appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.